Hi, and welcome to my channel, Stitching with the Dachshund. But today I'm not stitching with the dachshund, I'm stitching with my husband, or filming with my husband. Today is September 25th, and I've been a little while since I've made a video. Not because I haven't wanted to, but because I've been waiting for him to finish the boots so that we could feature his boots on one of the videos. And then I got lazy the last few days, so that's my excuse. Anyway, so before we get to the stitching in the boots, a little bit of life updates and stuff such as that. I think it's pretty much same old with the kids. Michael's still in Yuma, Arizona. James, unfortunately, is not in college right now because the, what act is that? Hazelwood Act wouldn't pay for the pilot's license that he had signed up for, and they didn't tell him that until he was already in class. Anyway, big mess up. But he's going to get a job and try to go back maybe next semester. And then Sarah is still doing her school and working. So puppies are doing good. They're getting big. Mogo's gets fixed next month. Victoria's doing wonderful. The dachshunds are doing great. So all is good, and we're waiting for the cool weather to get here so we can all be just a little bit more comfortable. So one of the first things I want to talk about, Julie Gulf Coast Stitcher featured this book on her YouTube the other day, and I was very interested in it, and I thought, well, I'm going to get that book, and I wanted the latest edition, so we wound up not ordering it online. We wound up running over to Barnes & Noble and picking it up, and I also picked up the workbook because I thought, why not? I like workbooks a lot. But anyway, so I've already read it, and I like a lot of what it says, and I'm actually already putting a mosquito on me. It is your job to kill that mosquito if it lands on me again. Anyway, so I've read the book, and there's a lot of things in here that I'm already trying to apply to my life. And one of those things is making your list the night before you go to bed on your priorities the next day. And I do that. And some of this, I look at my priorities, and I look what's going to make my life better, what's going to make my job better, what's going to make whatever the criteria is, and I list them. And if it's not in the top 3 of that list the next morning, I don't stress about it and I don't worry about it. With that being said, then why I said that was because usually what does not make the top 3 is checking Facebook or social media, other than Instagram, because I love Instagram. Right now, if I look at Facebook, I've got like 70-something notices, but I don't have time to get lost in Facebook. So I do have a few people that's messaged me, and I've saw the messages, but I haven't checked them because it's not in my top 3. I know you might be thinking, that's kind of bitchy, but if I pick that up and start reading that one message, then an hour later, I'm still doing things on Facebook, which interferes with the top 3 things. Since right now I don't have a job, and I don't have to check my emails, and I don't have to check Facebook on a regular basis, I don't hold an office in my hobby group, which requires me to check my email or check my Facebook pages, or I just, trying to follow a new set of rules in my life. I'm shaking that. But I don't have to do it. So although it might sound a little bitchy, I've really enjoyed cutting myself off of some of the electronics in my life. I have not yet done the one where it's been, I've done it for a whole day, or I've done it for 2 days. But when we do our SCA eventing and we're away from connection, we do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a year. We're in a camping somewhere where we can't get internet connection. So I love those times. But right now I really like Instagram, so I won't cut myself completely out of social media. And maybe one day it will make the top 3. And I'm not saying that I don't check it all the time. I do check it, but I make sure that it's on for what I need to do, and I'm right back off. I don't let myself fall in the trap. But there's lots of other really great things in here that I'm going to start applying more to my life, because that's made a big difference just in making my list in the top 3. As a matter of fact, the other day he said something about working, and he said, what do I do? And I said, well, look at the most important things, and what will, I forget what we were even talking about, what will benefit you. I think it was a boot making. We were talking about something like that.
Yeah, it was project oriented.
Yeah, and I was like, well, list your top projects. And what he was thinking about going out doing didn't make the top 3. And I was like, well, right there's your answer. I said, do one of your top 3s, which he did. And now his boots are completely finished and ready to go to show in 2 weeks. So it worked out well for us. So I've talked now 5 minutes on Eat That Frog. But I do recommend this. And thank you, Julie from Gulf Coast Stitcher, that she recommended that. Speaking of Julie from Gulf Coast Stitcher, if you happen to be watching this video, shut your eyes, because I'm going to show the things that I'm sending you. She contacted me because I got to put my hands down because I make a lot of noise. She saw my last video that I was starting to do some journaling, which is part of my Eat the Frog thing. And she said, hey, you want to make a trade? I like homemade things. Make maybe one of your project bags, and I'll send you my journaling stuff. But I got the journaling stuff, and it was amazing, and I love it. Thank you, Julie. And I had to make the things that I wanted to send to her. So I'm going to show y'all. Julie, if you're here, like I said, close your eyes. So the first thing I'm going to send her is a little crochet coffee holder, and this is what I do with it, so that when my cups sweat, it absorbs it, and I can set it, and it's like a little coaster all in one. So I really love mine. I've got several that I use, and this was one of my favorites that I made, so I thought I'm going to send that to her. And it is homemade. Now, the second thing I made was a project bag for her, and I know that she loves birds and sharks, so I couldn't find a lot of shark material when we went to Hobby Lobby and Joann's. So we wound up getting a bird material. And I'm sorry, honey.
That's right.
So this is the bird material, and I fell in love with it, and I actually got enough to make me one too. So I will be making me one of these. And I love the way it's centered in there. My friend Jean was over here helping me, and we got it pretty well centered. So we got the majority of the birds on there, and none really cut off. So it worked out good. And of course, it's vinyl front. And I chose this blue because it kind of looks like a shark coming up out of the water and going to eat you. It's kind of morbid, but it kind of reminded me of that, so I said this blue's going to be it. So it does have the vinyl front. It's got a zipper, and I warned her when we started making this trade. Remember, first time I've ever sewed anything successfully was these project bags, and I'm not a pro by any means, but I mitered these sides. And I'm going to try to show you how good these sides are. Look at that. I'm proud of this one. I would actually frame this with a note saying, look how good I mitered these sides if I wasn't sending these off. So that's that one. So I brag about this one. So I thought, I want to make her a little necessities bag to go with it. So I went out and bought me, now I don't have a pattern for this, and actually Robert cut me out templates. So I don't even have to measure. I just lay my template out and get my little measure thing and, cut around it. Because I'm not good with numbers at all. So he wasn't here that day, and I had some scrap of vinyl. And I said, ooh, I'm going to make her a necessities bag to carry stuff in. And I did, but it's so funny because I didn't jack the zipper up. It's just a little short. So, but Julie, you're getting my oops anyway, because it actually is really, really cute little necessities bag. And it's got cardinals, which are one of my favorite birds. Sorry, hon. On the back of it. So anyway, I'm pretty proud of the corners on this one too. I wish the zipper would have been, a little bit longer. But oh well, it was an oops. And it still is going to work fine and function well. I do believe. If you don't like it, you can always send it back, but I bet you'll like it. So the next thing I wanted to do, and we didn't say what we were going to send each other. She's just going to send me her journaling stuff, and I'm going to make her some stuff. So I made this little needle minder with the face of a bird on it. And the magnet on the back, see, it has another bird on it. So she's going to get a little needle minder with the birds that are on the fabric over there. So I did make me another project bag because my whips seem to be growing a lot. So I made me another project bag with the birds because I love cardinals and I love these colors. and the stars on the front and the glare. And I tried to situate it where there was a little bird's head right there. So pretty happy with that. That one turned out good. So I've got a lot more cut out because I'm really enjoying the making the project bags. So I've got a lot more. I got some Christmas ones and I've got some Halloween ones over there. So, a finish. I have a finish that has a sad story to it. Grand Canyon Santa. Oh, he doesn't look as bad looking at him this way. Okay, I finished him, and he was delightful, and he was shiny, and I was like, whoa, I'm so excited because I'm giving him away to Carol at the Boot and Saddle Makers Convention in a couple weeks. We went somewhere this weekend, and when I come back, the puppy had gotten into some things. One of the things he had gotten onto was my stitching table, which I had set this to the back underneath some papers because I was going to go on and put it in a bag so I would remember to bring it. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and I had cleaned up his mess. He had tore up some stuff, and I cleaned it all up. And I got to thinking, and I was like, well, wait a minute. Where is my little Santa Claus? I couldn't find it. So we pulled the chairs out, we did all this, and I found it. And it was wet, and it's slobbery. It's dry now. It was slobbery. This string, you can see, is hard and dried from his slobber. His mustache and beard, at one point, looked really nice. But it does no longer look really nice. So, I'm going to still give this to her because he didn't chew anything up. He just got doggy slobber on it. And I don't think she'll actually mind that. I'm going to try to fix the mustache and the beard a little bit. But if it doesn't get fixed, it doesn't get fixed. I think she'll love it because of the story behind it. So, anyway, there we go. Other finishes that I got done is I got done with August, which I just keep covering you up, babe. I'm sorry. August. Isn't he cute? I just love him. He's black and white like Mo. So I was thinking I'm either going to do him black and white or brown and white like Victoria. But so I just stuck the dog on it was black and white, so I just did that. Now the colors are not the same as what is in this one's pattern because when I saw August's pattern, these flowers are a regular blue, just a blue, and but the pattern that had the numbers and stuff on them illustrated them in a more of a color like this. And I was like, I like those. So I changed the regular old blue out for these blue. I changed out because this butterfly was going to be white. And I'm like, I don't want it to be white. I want it to be some colorful things. So I did that. I changed out this butterfly. This color is a different color. It was a brown. I'm like, let's do something different. And then I changed out these. So I did a lot of changing on this one. And I'm really excited now. I don't have the material for September yet. But I think when I go this time to my LNS, I'm going to get the September, October, November, and December ones because the December one has the reindeer and the November one has the peacock and the October one, I can't remember what the October, hedgehog, and then the owls for October. So I've got some really cute ones coming up and I want to make sure that I get the right material, fabric, and then I'll choose the colors around the fabric. Now, the last one that I got done, which I'm really, really happy with, honey, I'll let you hold this with me so that I won't cover you up, is my, did I get it right? Yep. Did it like this. Is the Coffee Quaker. Ooh, I'm going to have to hold it way up to get it, or maybe back. I finished that one. Now, I did not do the initials and the date that she had in here. I just they didn't appeal to me, so I didn't do them. But I did put an R right there for our last name. So I love Coffee Quaker. It was a joy to do. And I know where I'm going to hang it. I'm going to actually get this one framed. And you see the colors in that. Oh, that's so neat. I love it. And the shelf that's going to go underneath it and what's going to go on the shelf. Got it all planned out. So, are you bored yet?
Nope.
Okay. Doing good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So, the next thing is what I'm working on. I told you it's not going to be, I know I keep bumping this because We're not at the kitchen table at a solid table. We're here so you can see my Halloween decorations. No, I'm sewing on the kitchen table and I didn't want to clean it up. That's the reason we're over here. So what have I been working on? Well, this one, been working on it, and it is Bless Our Home by Country Cottage Needleworks. So, not used on all the called for colors in this. And yes, the red in the flag is variegated. The blue is a variegated. Threadworks, I believe, is what colors, what brand they are. And you know they just have a number, so don't have a name for you. So that's, and I'm really enjoying that. And that is actually over 1 because Fat Cat Flossing does a lot of hers over 1, and she made a comment several times. I've heard her say that she doesn't have to worry about her threads tangling or twisting. So I said, I'm going to do a little bit of over 1 on this one, so or on one coming up. And so this was one I chose to do 1 over 2. So the other thing that I'm doing, I saw this on Michelle's Bendy Stitches. Close your ears. And said, oh my God, I got to have that one. It's so cute. And so I wound up ordering it. But it didn't break the bank, so we're cool. But anyway, it is this one. It's Put on the Hat. It was just like, I got to have it. There's just no reason that this is not living in my house right now. So I ordered it, and 3 days later, it was in my house. So this is how far I've actually gotten on it. Let's turn that around so it's this way. Because it's really cute to stitch on. One thing that I learned on this is that I should not cut my own material for patterns. I should not measure my material for my patterns. Because if I had him helping me, I wouldn't be in this little tight little situation right there. But, oh well. It's going to fit, and it's just going to be really tight trying to figure out how I'm going to finish it. But isn't it cute? Look at her little eyeballs right there. That's all you see. A little bitty eyebrows probably, and green hands. I've changed this. This was supposed to be a brown, but it's actually this dark blood red. And I'm thinking about making the moon a blood moon, because I don't know why I like blood moons, but I like blood moons. So with it, I just decided I'll get something off my wish list. So, because if you got to pay the shipping, you might as well get a few things. Product placement. That's very funny. Please see Chisholm Trail Custom Leather. But this is what I got with it. It's just a little sampler tree ornament. And I've kind of wanted it. It's really cute. And that's a P in there. I'm just going to change that and to make that the R instead of the P. So I have to do a little arrangement, but I can do that. Smart girl. So I got that. And then I got some B buttons. Wow, wow. Maybe that. And back this way. Aren't they cute? They're very cute. Wish you could see them without all the glare. So I've got me extra B buttons now for whatever I want to do. Because sometimes you just need to add a B button. Alright. Kind of like Julia of Gulf Coast, add a bird. I'm like, add a B, add a B. When I was at Walmart looking for my material to go with the material that I'm doing the bags out of, I came across this wonderful stuff. Them there are bees. And it's 1 yard of fabric, 100% cotton, hanging up. In the Walmart that I saw this at, it was on a back wall. I actually had seen this one, and someone had laid it somewhere where it shouldn't be. And I was like, oh my God, I want that. And I found some that had superheroes. And I was like, I guess I'm not going to find that. I guess this will be the one. And then just wandering around, I came to the back wall, and they had just a bunch of different really cool ones hanging up there. These are the only 2 B ones they had. So I went on and got them because it's a B. And if it's a B, I need it. Okay. So So I showed y'all these in the last video. That Sweary Stitcher actually had ordered them and had them sent to me, and that still blows me away. She's so sweet for thinking of me. And so with this one, I knew that I wanted the material that this one's done on. So I told her that, and she sent me all the information on it. And I ordered it, and it came in. And I know you've seen it before, but I'm going to show it to you again. Look at that. So I am dying to get started on that. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to use the threads it calls for, or just because I'm a DMC girl, love DMC, and so I'm trying to make my decisions on that. So that is actually what I've done, what I finished, what I'm working on, and my plans. So let's just head into the man cave, because now he can hold his stuff up in front of my face.
I'm excited. I get to show you my FFOs. Is that right?
FFOs, that's right.
Okay. So, I think you've seen these in progress or close to being finished. These I made for my daughter. They're a wolf head design on front and back. So exactly the same. The leather is water buffalo and calf skin, and these are going to be in the top stitch category in the competition in a couple weeks when we go to the boot show. Mm-hmm. So in that category, I can only have top stitching, so there's no extra decorations other than the stitching. One of the things I'm real proud of is I'm getting better at making my bottom shiny. So
your bottom is real shiny.
It's real shiny. Getting the glare there. That's good.
You got a shiny bottom.
So those are done. And
tell me about the star.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of the bootmakers that have seen this online think that's really cool. The extra little star.
Maybe you need to get closer on things.
Yeah, if I can see.
There it is. There. Perfect.
But that holds a construction piece on the inside into place, so I decided I'd make that stitching decorative to do it. So that's the wolf boots.
And those are Sarah's. And she actually went out here, brought a pillow out the other day and put the pillow down and fit them on, because they can't touch the floor yet because she can't get them scraped up. So she had them on sitting down in the chair with her feet on pillow, just looking at them. She can't wait till October 6th or something like that. That's that Monday or Sunday night when we get back. She says she's putting them on and wearing them. So
yeah, she's super eager.
She is very eager.
Okay, and so then I know you've seen some of these. This is the buffalo skull boots is what I'm calling them. These are finally completed. The detail stitching that makes the cracks, and all of this is inlaid, which means that the colored leathers that you see are all placed behind the cutout. So the feathers and different colors, those are multiple layers of leather. The pulls are neat because they've got a feather stitched into it.
You can really see that.
And then which started out as a Thunderbird, but in order to get it to fit where I wanted it, I had to redraw some of that and incorporate my colors. And then I've got this heel. This is the counter cover and decorative overlays on it. And then let me see if I can show you. I got the same
there it is.
Fancy stitch design to hold that construction piece in there. That's real neat. And then wingtips in more than one way. But yeah, the toe cover decoration is called a wingtip with some arrowhead inlays.
Look at the stitching on here. I love that. How clean and neat it looks.
So these are a little over the top.
A little over the top.
But this is what she said was way over the top. I tooled the basket weave pattern in the bottom just for the fun of it. And
I told him he could never commit a murder and wear those boots.
Nope, I'll leave a distinct impression behind.
I'm laughing at making the computer jump.
Anyways, I'm real excited to enter these. These will be in the artistry category, which is anything goes. So a lot of color, a lot of work. I think I have probably over 80 hours of work into these boots.
Mm-hmm. So. Let's show them the inside of what a pair of homemade boots look like.
So
you can see the strings and everything in there.
The threads, the knots. So everywhere that I have a stitch, the thread starts or stops, there's a knot. That's what holds it in place.
And this is called what? The stuff around here? I forget.
Piping.
Piping. Yeah, piping around there. So anyway, they're awesome. They're amazing, and I'm hoping he does well. Hope he wins at least one category. It'd be really great if he won both, but you know. Maybe. We'll hope. But that's in 2 weeks, so I will probably not film again. Well, it's not quite 2 weeks because it's already Tuesday, and it's not this weekend, but next weekend that we're going. So not quite 2 weeks. So I might do a video after that and give you the update, whether he won, lost, whatever happened. Anyway, can you think of anything else? Do we have it all?
No.
Do we got everything? All right, let me take a drink. Because I got to say to them, what?
You didn't do your product placement.
Oh, product placement.
There you go.
All right. You know, he makes these. So I was joking that we can, in movies and everything, you see that product placement all in it and stuff. But, this is Chisholm Trail custom leather product placement.
Right.
In my videos. In my famous videos. My multi...
You're going to have to start putting sponsored by in front of your videos.
I am sponsored by All right, you guys. It's been fun doing the video with Robert today, so say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Because last time I told him to say goodbye, I cut him off. And we do have a new mic, so we're hoping that he doesn't lose background, or lose his voice in the background like the last one. Anyway, guys, put some thread and needle and get to stitching. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.